Due to the nature of this program, listener aggression is advised.
Hey, I'm Carla. I'm Heidi.
And we're the Butcher Baby.
This is Charlie Scene.
Yo, what's up? This is AJ from Fire from the Gods.
This is Rich Ward, the Duke of Metal from Fozzy.
Saddam Leader from In Search of Sun.
This is Beefcake the Mighty from Guam.
And Postulus Maximus.
Ahoy, this is Chris from Maelstrom.
Yo, what's up? This is J-Dog from Hollywood Undead.
Hi, this is Ash Costello from New Year's Day.
This is Tommy Vex from the Bad Wolves.
This is Joe from Dead.
Brutality!
And I'll tell you now to stay fucking metal, yeah!
Hey, this is Artimus from the Chimpz on Honest Brutality.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Honest Brutality. This is the show that is all things rock, metal, and stuff that doesn't suck. I'm your host, Evil, and I'm joined by my co-hosts.
This is Big Sloppy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Camera Rebel.
Hey, guys, check it out. So here's a band we've been following for a while. We've played them on our radio show several times.
Yep.
Excited to have them on the air, finally. And local California natives, too. That's good. We're going to be right here in our own footprint. We'll talk a little bit about that. But on the line, we have Artimus from the Chimpz.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Artimus.
Hey.
Honestly, I'm honored to be on the show.
Oh, thank you, man. We're honored to have you as a guest.
Well,
Thank
that's
you.
1 out of 4 of us honored to be here.
Right?
How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. You know, we got the fires out here in Los Angeles, but I guess everybody's dealing with it, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody in California.
Yeah, Jesus
Almost
Christ.
in its entirety.
Whole fucking state's on fire, it seems like.
And you know what sucks about that is all the beautiful places and the cool places are burning. Bakersfield is still standing just fine.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't get it. Modesto, Bakersfield, fine. Everybody else, fucked up.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah, it's not cool at all.
It's not cool whatsoever.
But we got you guys, the Chimpz. For those who don't know, you guys are a sort of a quintessential Los Angeles, California band. I mean, it's synonymous with what you do, your sound, your style. Let's talk a little bit about that. Like, how did that come to be?
Well, thank you, dude. Honestly, it's just a mixture of influences. You know, we all have different backgrounds, different ethnicities. And once we started playing, it just, you know, that's the sound that we came up with. And right now, it's evolving. It's constantly evolving.
Yeah.
Especially, I don't know if you got to listen to our new single, which is When Everything Is Gone.
Yes, sir.
It's completely different from what we did before because we used to do a lot of rap rock, that kind of style, and now it's changed, and it's changed for the better, of course.
We had that conversation before you came on.
Right before you came on. Yeah.
Listen to your new music as opposed to what you had on before. It's really kind of night and day. You've taken a step in a total different direction with what minus the rap, I guess, is best way to put it. Still have a unique sound. It's still the Chimpz, but it has evolved. It's totally different.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I can still rap.
Don't be stepping on me now, bitch. I got this shit.
What? You West Coast hater? Fuck, throw some signs at your ass.
No, I didn't. It did stick out to me actually because we're accustomed to a certain sound from the Chimpz, and then this new song was totally different than that. You know, that's not a bad thing.
It's very unique, though. Not only is it different, it's still very unique.
It's very Chimpz, right?
Yeah, but it's not like anything else. And that's the thing about the Chimpz that's really interesting. You guys have somehow developed like this, I hate to pigeonhole, but like a subgenre, a whole nother branch under a branch, like it's your own thing. And that's not an easy thing to do. Did that happen by design, or was that by fate or accident? How'd that come to be?
It just happened the way it happened, honestly. And you know, a lot of people they can't, you know, when they ask us, what genre are you? It's like, it's very hard to describe. Why don't you just listen to it and figure it out?
That's perfect.
I like that answer.
Right?
Touche.
No, and it's hard sometimes when we're playing with other bands because they're different kind of music and we're different also. But that's what makes us unique.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah, we were having a discussion here. I was talking to some of my other associates that do some other shows and whatnot, and I told them I was going to have you on. And when they asked me to describe your music briefly, the first thing that came to my mind was, you know what? It's rock, it's metal that you can dance to.
It kind of is.
And I was like, I don't know how else to put it. And that's
Club
not
metal?
club metal. It's not a bad thing, but that would be like kind of how I would describe it.
You know, what I get from people a lot is they like to listen to our music while they're driving in the morning on their way to work. You know.
Yeah,
road music.
They get yeah, road rage. You know.
Well, I like one thing you guys do is you still include leads in your music, and I like that, especially on the new song. I was like, oh, this is cool. This is going.
And it's a hell of a lead.
Yeah, and he starts going off. I'm like, oh fuck, that was really good, man. I dig that shit. I think it's underplayed anymore. There's not enough lead for me in music. So
yeah, a lot of the bands out there now that they don't really do leads anymore.
They're pussies. That's why.
God. Sloppy. He's
Wow.
Let me introduce you to my co-host, Sloppy.
You talked about the new single. Obviously, that's what you're really promoting right now. But what's with the style change? Why?
I think it has a lot to do with maybe what I was going through at the time, or maybe the other band members were going through. And at the same time, we got a new guitar player. His name is Doug, Doug Wind, and he's great, man. He's been coming up with a lot of ideas and whatnot. So we've been kind of tuning down on the guitars. We're not like just standard anymore. We've been tuning down to C sharp.
Okay.
Which makes it a little darker.
Right.
You know, and that's pretty much it, man. You know, the song "Everything's Gone." I live near all of these places where there's a lot of homeless, and I was going through something, and I kept looking at them, and I just decided to write a song about, you know, what everybody can relate to, especially with the economy and everything. You know, see people living in tents. When everything is gone, is like when you lose everything.
Yeah.
Right.
But you still got to keep your head up, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know, I noticed too, and maybe I'm off the mark here, but they looked like there was a little bit of a metamorphosis with you personally in the music video. You're a little darker. You're dressed a little different. You know.
What are you saying, bro? I'm dark from the waist up.
I meant your style. Oh, this guy. I meant your style looks like it's evolved a little bit. You look like you're stepping out into something a little bit different personally.
Well, you know, it's part of the, you know, evolving of the music also. You know, I don't dress too gangsterish anymore. I mean, that was a thing that I was going through, and now I'm just kind of, you know, just like I'm wearing skinny jeans now.
Wow.
Traded in his Dickies
for skinnies.
Right.
Were you tired of getting shot at or what?
Right. Yeah, they got skinny dickies now.
Oh my God.
My wife's been saying that to me for years.
Oh, that's amazing. That's absolutely amazing.
That's fucking funny.
Too good.
So this is great. So you guys are doing this. You got the evolution. I got a new member. There's been a lineup change. What's the future look like? I've heard a buzz about an LP. Is that true?
Yeah. We're going to be releasing more songs and more music. We're still working on some new stuff, really great stuff, and we're going to be doing another video pretty soon. And then after that, we're it's in the works. We're doing another tour. It's not, we don't know the dates yet, but yeah.
What's the tour look like? Where are you going?
The whole U.S. if we can. You know, it all depends.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, or it might just be a just a Southwest kind of deal.
Okay.
Lately, since we've been working on music, we've just been keeping it local.
Right. That makes sense.
Just to keep everybody in line and just keep the machine going.
I'm wondering, because where you guys are located, obviously there's several venues that you can hit. So when you write a new song, do you ever think about, hey, before we lay this down, why don't we put it in front of an audience first and see how they react? You ever approach it that way? You just say, fuck it, we're just going to put it on the album.
Yeah. We've done that before, and got to test it out, of course.
Yeah, test it. I know a lot of stand-up comedians, they'll go and do 10, 15 minutes at a club to try out new material to see how it goes over, if they want to keep it or not.
Yeah. The good thing about us is like everything we play, we've had a lot of people like it, which is good.
I don't mean to brag, but everything we write's fucking gold. I'm just saying.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about your guys' writing process?
Usually, like, somebody will come up with a riff, and then after that, somebody else will chime in, and then, then we start going through the drums and whatnot. And then I'll come up with some lyrics. And don't get me wrong, sometimes somebody will come up with a riff that I'm just like, no.
And do you guys all feel comfortable with giving that kind of input within the band?
Yeah.
Good.
We're actually, we're very easygoing. We're all happy people. We're hardly ever fight.
Yeah.
I thought you said you're in a band, man. You can't be in a band and not fight. That's some bullshit.
I know. We've been a band for a while, and yes, we've had our moments. Trust me. We've had our moments. But lately, I don't know. We've been getting along pretty damn good.
Oh, well, that's good.
I've been noticing that. It's a good thing because it's less stress on all of us.
Right.
Well, you're maturing too. You guys are getting older.
And you said you've been a band for a while. You guys have been at this for quite a while now. How old is the band now?
It's getting, like 8, 10 years, something like that.
Holy cow.
Why are you guys not on the top of the fucking charts all the time? Because I'm going through your songs, and it, to me, is hit after hit.
Exactly.
Yeah. We were talking about this earlier as well. You guys, your catalog of music's fucking incredible.
I'm not saying that you don't have a following, but we're surprised it's not bigger.
Yeah, I'm surprised you guys aren't, main stage on a lot of festivals. And I'm being serious when I say that. I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass. I believe you guys have the quality material to be more well known than you actually are, and you guys are well known. But I'm talking fucking headlining
like
some
global.
the tours and shit. You know what I mean?
Well, thank you, dude. Thank you very much. Well, we have played with a lot of big bands in the past, and I would like to, eventually get up there, like what you just said. It's just, I guess time and place and whatnot,
Yeah. Because you got some good exposure through Sons of Anarchy. What you have 3 songs on that show? And that was pretty cool. I mean, they kept dipping the whale, man, going back to you. That says a lot.
It was a 3rd season, 5th season, and 7th.
Listen to this guy. He knows where to go. That's pretty cool. Most of the times in those shows, they'll use a band once. They went to you guys 3 times, so obviously you were speaking to them to some degree.
Yeah, we were very fortunate to build some rapport with the sound supervisor, and he liked us a lot. And we're actually trying to get our music on the new spinoff, which is the Mayans.
Right. It would fit. I don't know why they wouldn't.
And for some reason, they always use us for the chase scenes.
I
know. That's fucking great.
Well, it makes sense. Like Mr. 44 is a great song for that.
Well, that's
right?
what I listen to him is when I'm trying to escape the police. That's my theme. Oh, put on the Chimpz. We got to outrun these.
It kind of makes sense now that people say they're listening to it on the way to work. Trying to outrun the popo, I guess.
What's your job? I'm a bank robber.
Yeah.
That's good stuff, man.
Like, oh no, the Vatos are chasing me. Let me put on We get my earphones on.
Ah, too funny.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
And that's the other thing I love about you in your band and your music is there's a little bit of a sense of humor to everything you touch. Even if it's a serious thing, you guys always have like a lighter side to you. Your videos typically are a lot of fun. They're kind of gritty and real.
Yeah.
And I really like that. I like that it's not like this super overblown, overproduced. It makes you feel like you're able to be connected to someone. You're accessible.
Oh yeah. I mean, we're very friendly. We're just like anybody else,
Well, that's weird though, because you're from LA.
Good Lord.
That was fucked up, bro. That was fucked up.
Speaking of LA, now we've heard a lot of different things with the music scene in LA. So from your perspective, where is LA sitting with the music scene?
We're based out of the Valley. There's not a lot of things going on in the Valley, and so everybody goes to Hollywood.
Right.
It's still going strong, It's just it's pretty much payola.
Yeah.
You have to pay to play.
Yeah.
Nobody likes that,
No.
Why should you have to pay to play? It doesn't. I don't know.
You've already paid out the ass.
Right.
Yeah.
That's very interesting that you bring that up because we have a band who's very close, dear friends to us, and they paid to get on a really big tour. And in fact, I think it was somewhere around $25,000.
That was a number we heard.
It was a huge number, and when he had mentioned this to me, I was like, but he was like, we're gonna do it. And in fact, he's in the middle of the tour right now. And I was like, how do you feel about your investment? Do you think that it was worth every penny? And he's like, from the exposure that their band is getting from this other band, it's been amazing. And then also just the contacts within the industry, he said, worth every penny. So it's one of those double-edged swords, right?
Yeah. Definitely. I know what you're talking about too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you never know how it's going to turn out when you pay that kind of money to get on a tour like that.
Right.
A lot of times you will piggyback with another band that's a little bit bigger and whatnot. But you do make contacts. You meet a lot of cool people, and of course there's a lot of really good people that will help you move forward.
What band would you want to go on tour with? Like the biggest band, like you would be like, that's the one.
There's a lot, honestly. I think in our genre right now, I wouldn't mind going on tour with Nothing More or Chevelle. And we played with them at the Ladwar Fest. They're really cool peeps.
Yeah.
They've been doing a lot of stuff. And I think our new music kind of fits their genre.
If you were asked to go on a European tour with them, but you had to pay $25,000, your band had to, how would you look at that? You know what I mean? It's like we can sit here and we talk about it and say, screw that. But really, if it was one of those opportunities that knocked on your door, really, how would you feel about it?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't even know where to get that damn money from.
Right.
Right.
I'd have to rob a bank or something. I don't know.
Well,
Mr. 44 playing in the background all of a sudden.
Singer of the Chimpz just robbed the bank and go on tour.
Perfect. I love it.
Sometimes it can be cheaper. It doesn't have to be $25,000, but that is a lot of money to go on tour.
Right. Yeah.
And then you got to also consider how many dates you're getting for that amount of money and whatnot.
Right. And the expenses along the way. And if you have to take time off of work. And...
Yeah. There's been times when we would go on tour and, our RV would break down.
Right.
We're like, oh man, new transmission. That's another $1,000.
Right.
Oh, the alternator went out in Oklahoma. That's another $100 or something like that. And good thing is that we're all kind of like mechanics.
You have to be on tour, man.
Grease monkeys. What is your motorhome's name?
We ended up selling that motorhome. We don't have it anymore. We're working on getting a new one.
Gotcha.
Did you have a name for it though?
Oh, the name, the Chimpmobile.
Love it.
We've probably broken down in every single state. I'm not even lying either. Stressful, and then we have to get money wired and got to get to the next town. And, make that cash so you can get to the next town.
Yeah, yeah. I heard a band one time, they were going on their first big tour. They were going out with Holy Grail. I don't know if you're familiar with those guys, but they got an RV and they were going to go out on this tour. It's their first time out. And so they got this real nice tour bus and they made it to about 4 shows and said, we can't afford the gas. The bill off the tour.
Yeah. Oh, man. Our RV used to, it was like, I measured it out. It was like every 3 to 4 hours, we had to put like $100 in the gas.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
And that's going 25 miles per hour.
No, well, 55.
Okay.
And then you're paying to play. That's some bullshit.
Well, when we travel, we get paid to play. But when it comes down to Hollywood, you have to pay to play. Right. Definitely.
Yeah, we've heard that from a few bands down in that area. It's just so many bands vying to get in. That's why you got to pay down there because the venues are in demand.
Yeah, and it kind of sucks because you play with all these bands across the U.S. and they once you play with them, they want to play with you in L.A.
Right.
Mm.
And you're like $1,000.
You're gonna pay to play, baby.
Yeah, you got to sell tickets at $20 a piece. You know.
Yeah, it gets.
And of course, all your friends want to get in for free.
Yeah. No, we get it.
Yeah,
believe me, we totally get it. Have you noticed? Because I know you guys have played Rocklahoma, and I'm gonna guess you guys toured your way there. Probably did stops on the way there and back, and probably stayed back there a little bit. I'm guessing, but we're here that the Midwest is the hotbed. If you want to line up a tour, the Midwest is the way to go because those shows are so close together, and you usually get a pretty good draw. Is that ring true for you guys?
Yeah, you know what? Oklahoma's been very good to us, and we've built a good fan base out there. And they're still expecting us back. We weren't able to do it this year, but hopefully we can do it again next year. And I always get hit up online. Hey, when are you coming back? But we do have to do when we go out there. We'll hit up. We'll play in LA, we'll play in Arizona, New Mexico, and we'll go to Texas, and then we'll shoot up to Oklahoma.
Right.
And then if we can get any gigs in between there, then we'll do that.
Boba Flex we talked to, they tour the Midwest hard because they know they can draw back there.
Yeah.
A lot of bands
do really well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I've heard is that if you can make it in the Midwest, you can make it anywhere.
Yeah.
It's the Bible Belt.
Right.
True.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and your lyrics totally appeal to that.
Well, you'd be surprised. Some of these people, they like the debauchery and.
Oh, we know. We actually sponsor a show back there in Missouri. We've done a couple festivals back there that we've sponsored, and we get it. Believe me, we get it.
Are you primarily responsible for the lyric writing?
Yes.
Well, how does that come about? I mean, what are you doing there? Are you just kind of flow of consciousness kind of thing, or do you, pick a topic and really focus?
I kind of meditate first, and then after that, I have to have some tea. Just kidding.
I'm laughing. I'm like, well, I shouldn't laugh at him because that might be true.
All right, man. All right.
I'm fucking with you.
Oh my God,
He's all, I have some tequila.
Right? Yeah. No, honestly, like once I hear the riff, the guitar playing, the bass, and everybody together, it just, I don't know, it just comes to me. I'll start analyzing where it's going, and I'm like, wow, this sounds like a great, Bean Chase song.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
What is your genre of music? Chase music. I love it. That's what
Chase metal. There it is.
Chase metal.
New genre.
We just did it.
All right, there you go. What kind of music are they? Chase metal.
I feel like breaking a plate over my head now.
What a fun guest, huh? I love this shit. I love our job.
I know.
It's good shit.
We got it so tough here.
Yeah, you guys are awesome, man.
You fucking right we are. God damn it.
So I've been on some radio shows where they don't know what to ask. You know, they'll be like, "So, what kind of food do you like?"
Wait a sec. Oh, hold on. Let me scratch that one off the list.
Yeah. That's tough, right? Burritos.
Jesus
What?
Christ.
Everybody likes burritos.
When did this become a clan meeting? Jesus Christ.
Soul taco.
Jesus.
You know, let's go
What?
back. Let's go back to the touring that you guys.
Let's get off the racism. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Rebel. Get
thank
this.
you. I'm taking this side
It's
swap.
killing me.
Exactly. Speaking about like all the touring that you guys have done in the last about 10 years, what is like one of your most memorable moments while you guys were on tour? Like just something that really stands out. Like I'm sure you guys see some pretty crazy shit out there on the road. So yeah, give us some cookies here.
Give us your Motley Crue moment.
I'm not going to talk about the orgies.
Come on, man.
Those
That's what
guys
I
are
was
all
alluding
hideous
to.
anyway. We don't want to know about those guys.
It's a lot of dudes.
The squirters.
Perfect. Look away.
Oh my God.
Cover your ears.
This went fucking everywhere, by the way.
I
This
love
is
it.
all over the map.
Well, yeah, squirters do get everywhere.
Oh, come on.
Well, you said it.
One
not
too
me.
far. One too far. And as you were saying, sorry.
I mean, dude, we've had all kinds of experiences. I mean, just traveling. I remember one time we were all in the RV and it was like 9:00 at night. I think we were going through Amarillo, Texas, and this car kept shining the lights behind us and then would speed up and then go back, and we're like, oh man, we're gonna have to get in a fight or something. And so we're like just ignoring this car, and it keeps honking and honking. I'm like, oh man, what are they gonna shoot us? They got guns or something? What's going on? And it's like this little Cavalier car. It must have been like a 2000 or 90 something. And finally we were like, okay, man. Woke up everybody, and then we pull over at a gas station. The car parks behind us. We're getting the bats ready and crowbar. And this dude, you'll never guess what stepped out of the car. It was this little old lady. I'm lost. Can you guys help me? I get to Florida, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Hold on. Get the bat.
Man.
Let's beat this bitch right.
And we've seen this group of dudes, but these guys come out with bats. It's like, I'm lost. I wouldn't even talk to him. I'd have put it in reverse.
And she seemed a little senile, and she was just, like in her 80s, like early 80s. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, why are you driving cross country by yourself? Oh, well, I'm going to see my son in I think it was like Florida or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, and she wanted one of us to hop in her car, and we're like,
I bet.
I don't know.
Rock and roll, man. Rock and roll.
Well,
and what you left out is and that's how the orgy started.
Ew.
I didn't really want to tell you what we're really into.
She took her teeth out and it was on.
Sweet Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
They give her a CD and say, get in front of us and put this on. It's chase music. Go fast.
And make sure you wear the bunny ears.
Perfect. So what is your average audience size?
It's a mixture, honestly. It's all races. Most of the time, it's just when we play, it's just a big party. Honestly,
That's amazing.
We hang out with everybody. We're not one of those bands that we play and we get off the stage and we leave. We like to hang out with everybody, and especially the bands.
Right.
Sometimes you run into these these musicians that, they're just cocky. They think their shit don't stink,
Right.
Well, it doesn't. Oh, we get it.
Yeah, we've never run into those guys. No, where's that list at?
We can tell you stories,
So
bro.
you're telling me that you go play a show and then you support the other artists that are playing with you?
What?
We always do. Yeah, we always do that.
Oh, well, let's write this down. This is a rarity. I bring that up because that is an issue that we see all the time in our local scene, even where the bands come out and they open up and then they pack their stuff up and leave, and they don't support the other artists that are playing on the bill.
Pisses me off.
Yeah,
and then they expect those bands to come support them,
and they expect us to support them.
Yeah,
and we won't.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is a community, and more than ever, as much as the music industry has changed right now, we've been talking about that. Where you got to pay to play.
Right.
That wasn't how it was.
Right.
I mean, you might not get paid very much, but you didn't have to pay the venue.
Right.
That's a relatively new thing. The industry is radically changing and evolving, and the one thing that we all have to do is support each other.
Yep.
Definitely. You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think also that it's very cool that you guys are out there and you're mingling with the fans and whatnot, because it's one of those things where people don't realize how influential their music is on their fans until they get in there and they meet them. And these bands that are like, no, we're done, we're off stage, we're not gonna talk to any of the fans or whatever. I mean, like you really grow a fan base by being vulnerable to them and
Interpersonal communication and connection.
Absolutely. It goes a very, very long way.
Even if you suck.
Even if you suck. Even if you suck. Yes, sir.
We'll support you.
He fucking caught me off guard. Well, I was getting ready.
Yes.
I was going to ask you, in that light, have you ever met a fan or talked with somebody who's told you about how your music has impacted them?
Yeah. And I mean, it gets me when they can relate. Like recently, I had a friend online. He hit me up, and he's like, "Dude, this song gets me through the day." Wow. I'm like, "Wow, man, it really means a lot." And I really like that.
Would you mind sharing what song that is? Do you know?
Well, it's a new one.
Oh, really?
I've had other people hit me up about the other songs, but for some reason, this song, "Everything Is Gone," kind of touches people.
Right.
I get that. That makes a lot of sense. And even watching the video, it makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the song can be about pretty much, you lose your house, you lose your girlfriend or wife, or somebody passes away, you go bankrupt, when everything's gone. But you still got to keep your head up and survive and, keep moving forward.
And that's awesome, man. You guys are doing some amazing things, and I am really excited to hear more of what's going to come on this album. And I'm looking forward to those exclusives you promised us. See what I did there? See how I did that?
Right.
No.
Hey, he's only serious.
Yeah. But so can you give us a broad idea of what we can expect as far as some of the new music, or do you have some of it done that you can talk about?
Yeah, sure. Like for example, we're going to be doing a new music video for this song called "Screaming." It's just that one is actually rap rock.
Okay.
So we brought that style. It's more aggressive, more of the rage, more of a Linkin Park-ish kind of deal. And it's about just hearing this voice in your head, this screaming, and you're constantly hearing it because you want to get through your day. And most of the time I write about, just real things, just stuff that you go through every single day, stuff that people. This next song is really aggressive. It's a little faster, a little more metal, not so mainstream.
I can already relate to this song with the screaming in my head, just trying to get through the day. I've been married for 29 years. I get it.
Man. Yeah, that's awesome. I like the concept of that because we can all relate.
I think that's the best way to write songs. Just tell a story and with a little guitar on top.
You said that this is the one that you guys are going to do your next video on. Do you have a concept for the video yet? Can you give us a little insight on it?
It's still in the works. I was thinking about, we got a studio. I'm actually at the studio right now, the Chimpz studio.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking about clearing everything. It's a big place. It's like an industrial warehouse kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to tear it down and maybe build some props and whatnot. And because we do all our videos ourselves. I mean, lately we've been having people help us with the filming and stuff. But I write the scripts and whatnot.
Nice.
I think what you ought to do is make it about a guy that's been married to the same woman 29 years, and you got your whole concept right there, brother.
And she's constantly screaming in your ear. When are you gonna be home?
When are you going to be home?
Don't even get me started, bro.
I'm over here conceptualizing other ideas entirely.
Right.
I'm gonna message this to him later, and you're like stuck on the wife thing. I think maybe we should talk about canceling off the air.
I told you this screaming's already speaking to me.
So it's all up to interpretation, right?
That's right.
So this new LP, when do we expect to see this from you? Do you have a release, or are you gonna kind of do a slow release on it? What's the plan?
We're doing a slow release for right now. We got the holidays coming up and whatnot.
Right.
So it's looking like January, February, around there.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and I've noticed a lot of people don't buy albums anymore.
Right.
No.
Yeah. Selling singles, right?
Yeah, they buy singles.
Yeah.
They listen to it, and if they like it, they'll buy it. But nobody really buys albums. I see a lot of bands recording like 15 songs at I'm like, dude, you're blowing your load, man.
And
yeah, we've talked to several bands, and what's one of the things we've discussed, the concept of like a subscription based album.
Mm-hmm.
Some bands are starting to lean towards that.
We just spoke to a band. Is it Visa out of LA?
Yeah,
they released a song.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Oh, you know those guys?
Yeah, those are our friends. Yeah, Visa.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We used to rehearse right next to them at this place called Third Encore. And that's how we know them, because they used to play right, and most of them are, Armenian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you got a problem with that?
So they were fighting a lot.
Some of my best friends are Armenian. They're cool, man.
Yeah, those guys were awesome.
And those guys, they've been to Europe and back.
Yeah.
And they've been around for a while.
Have you guys toured Europe?
No, we were about to. It's just we had to come up with $25,000. We didn't have it.
Nice callback.
Could you imagine a collaboration between the Chimpz and Visa?
Oh yeah, that'd be a trip,
right? Visa Chimpz. I think it'd be awesome.
We played with them at House of Blues.
That would be a great show.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
They tore it down over here in Hollywood. They tore it down.
Is that right?
Or they're tearing it down. Yeah, they're building like apartments or a hotel or something. I don't know.
Something way less worthy,
Yeah.
But dude, that place was so cool. Honestly, I really like that place. We played that place so many times to a packed house. With other good bands, like Visa.
Yeah.
They got a good following. But I believe we're good friends with the drummer and one of the guitar players.
Okay.
But they've been switching members, so I don't know if it's the same lineup. But they're cool heads.
Yeah. Well, their whole concept was drop a tune a month, basically, for the last year and a half. I think they did it, and they just dropped the last one finally off the whole album.
Yeah, it's kind of a new concept. What do you think about the music industry right now? What are your thoughts on it in general? You've been in it for a while. You've been doing it. I know that it's pretty tumultuous and nobody really knows, but what's your take on it?
I think it's gone a little mainstream. I mean, it's kind of hard for us because we're all over the place,
Right.
But the music industry, I don't want to say that it's gone down because it hasn't, but it's definitely changing, and some of us don't like it. But,
Yeah. No, we hear that all the time.
but we have to adjust. We have to adjust to what it is, you know?
Yeah,
Right.
it's evolve or die, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think it's going to be like in 20 years?
It's probably going to be more Mumford and Sons band.
Oh, really?
Well, we better hang this shit up right now, then,
Damn it.
because I'm not evolving to that.
Well,
Yeah,
evolve or die, dude.
Right,
Evolve
yeah.
or die.
True. I guess it's die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking the easy way out.
No, I just noticing like a lot of these radio stations. I mean, that's all they're playing is. I mean, they're just recycling the music. They're not really playing new bands that really sound good. You know,
Man, you nailed it too. That's
Yeah.
we're fortunate because on our Rock Rage radio show, we're able to play whatever the hell we want. We don't have a format we have to go by. We play music we like.
Thanks, God.
And we go out and we seek out bands constantly that we don't think are getting a fair shake because of the fucking industry these days, and we try to give them a shake.
And then we get feedback from the audience. I get compliments and I also get complaints. And when the number one complaint is like, I really like that one band, but you only played them for like a month. And I'm like, you have any idea how many fucking bands are out there?
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
You know,
it's hard.
We want to give everybody a chance,
Right.
for sure.
Yeah.
And our show, basically, we play these bands and we bring them to our audience. It's their responsibility to jump in and look at them further.
Yeah.
And support, man.
And the Chimpz are on a regular rotation. We're throwing you guys in all the time. You have a really good support system. You have great fans. You have a pretty good PR company too. I'll tell you that.
Thank you.
They're always pushing for you, and they keep you guys in front of me. Not that I forget, but we look at 500 submissions a week, so we're like, But you guys always rise to the top. And again, man, it's a big honor having you on our show. We love what you're out there doing, and we want to see more of that. And we look forward to working with you again in the future.
Thank you.
Is there anything that we didn't talk about today that you wanted to?
Well, I just want to say thank you, Yvonne. Yvonne's World. Check her out. She's awesome. If any of the bands want to use somebody like her, she will work the hardest for you.
That's right. Yeah, I agree.
And also, I don't know. Well, I want to thank you guys, honestly.
Thanks, man.
Oh, thank you.
To whomever's listening, check us out, the Chimpz with a Z.com. Look us up on Facebook, Twitter. We're social media whores.
I've noticed that.
Love it.
I know that my bandmates hate when I say that, but
you have to be. You have to be these days.
Well, yeah.
No, definitely.
It builds up the fan base.
Yeah.
I mean, right now we're in this digital world that if you're consistent for a couple months and then you drop off for a couple months, you drop off for a couple months and then you're gone.
You're
You're
starting
out
over.
of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
So you have to be vigilant with the social media. Absolutely. That's how you
You
succeed.
definitely have to do your part. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, if you don't sell yourself, nobody else will. And that's just the truth of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like for example, I know this one band. They're very good, but none of them do anything. They don't even have a Facebook or an Instagram or anything. They're like, oh, well, somebody will pick us up. Yeah, like,
No.
No, they won't.
that doesn't exist.
Yeah,
No
not
one's gonna
anymore.
pick you up.
Yeah,
No,
that guy Tom Hanks plays in that movie. That's a bygone world. There is no, the A&R guys aren't out there looking for you anymore. You're going to them.
Yep.
No, not only that, you have to have your numbers up.
Uh-huh.
Yep. It's a numbers game for sure.
Yeah, if you don't have your numbers up and you're a badass band, it doesn't even matter. I mean, you have to have a rich daddy.
Right. That'll give you $25,000 to tour Europe.
Artimus, I want to ask you, are you familiar with a group called Threaten? Are you aware of that story that's going around right now?
No.
Okay. Take a minute and check them out on.
We're talking about numbers here. Yeah.
Go to Metal Injection and check it out. Basically, it's a band from LA. It's a guy. I guess he hired a band who put together a bunch of phony numbers and was able to manipulate a European tour out of it. And nobody's showing up over there, and the venues are pissed. They're going after them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, dude, go to Metal Injection and read that story on Threaten. It's a trip.
Wow, I'm definitely going to check that out.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
Oh, dude.
Maybe we could do it.
Listen, I wouldn't recommend it.
That's how you're getting to Europe,
I
baby.
would not recommend it at all.
No.
They're getting beat up. So, hey, I do want to tell you this. When Evil told me that we had you guys booked, I didn't know you guys were in the lineup until just a couple days ago, and I was like, oh, shit. I was really excited. You guys are one of the bands I really dig on a personal level. There's only a few bands that I have in my regular rotation. You guys are one of them, and it's
Thank you.
yeah. And I was really ecstatic to see that you guys came on. And you've been more than what I expected as a guest. You've been so much fun, and I do want to thank you personally for coming on with us, man.
Well, thank you guys for having me. The Chimpz, I'm representing.
Yeah, damn right.
Represent.
And we look forward to having you back. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this has been Artimus from the Chimpz. He's joined us today to tell us all about everything Chimpy.
Yeah.
Chimpy.
You know what, real quick, Artimus, do you guys have a name for your fans? Do you have a clever name for your followers and fans?
Chimpz Nation.
Chimpz Nation. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's real clever.
What do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want them to call them? The banana heads?
Something like that. Yeah.
Well, yeah. When people think about a chimp, they think of a little goofy chimp because they do funny things, But
like throw poop.
Ew.
Yeah. They do, and they're like 3 times stronger than humans. But what I like to tell people is that we're in a cage and we want to get out.
Love it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I do too.
Emancipate yourself.
You know what? Real quick,
Mm-hmm.
I do believe you just had a birthday last month.
That's right.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I did.
I had one too. I'm October 21st.
Happy belated. Are you a Libra?
I'm a Libra, baby.
You did?
All right, here it comes, you two.
Yep.
You're
Here we go.
You're getting it. Happy birthday to you.
So awkward.
Especially his
birthday
facial expressions.
to you.
That's not sexy.
Happy birthday, Artimus Rebel.
All right, my boner went down.
Beautiful.
He lost his husband bulge.
Hey, you want to know something funny? Today is my wife's birthday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but rather than spend it with her, I came and hung out with you. So fuck it.
And now you wonder why she's screaming.
Exactly. In your ear all the time.
Right.
Anyhow, thank you so much for your time. It's been fun.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You bet.
How much fun was that son of a bitch? Holy cow.
I knew it. I knew it, though.
Yeah.
You look at their videos, you hear their music, they're fun guys.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
No, it was great.
That was everything I
great.
wanted and more.
Yeah.
Love it.
And I'm a big fan of their music, too. That makes it even better. You know?
Yeah. And I think that's got to be part of our mission here is to get them out there and a little more better known because they deserve to be and they should
Absolutely.
They've put the time in already.
Mm-hmm.
They've worked their asses off. They write great fucking songs.
Yeah.
They're catchy as
be.
hell.
And that's the thing is their music is a little more mainstream than a lot of stuff we touch.
Yeah.
In some respects.
So
no.
It's fucking great.
That's not, I didn't mean that in a bad way. What I meant.
Fuck you, man.
When you're done. What I meant was that, I'm surprised that more people aren't actually listening to this
totally
and taking it seriously.
I agree with you, brother. Yeah.
Get out there and check out the Chimpz.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
do it. Go give their Facebook page a like, Instagram, anything else that they might have out there.
They're one of the few bands that I like that starts with the word the. There's not many the bands out there anymore. There used to be the Turtles, the Beatles. Now we've got the Hawkins and the Chimpz. Hey, we're the Chimpsies.
Yeah.
People say with Chimpsy year round.
Yeah, and I think that they really should change their fans to banana heads.
Oh, I love it.
No, banana hammocks.
Oh, the visual. The visual.
Oh, the
Jungle
T-shirts would be great.
Jungle sausage.
Oh,
2 points to Rebel.
Yeah,
That was a
thank
kill
you.
shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Honest Brutality. Our guest was Artimus from the Chimpz. Go check them out.
Hell yeah.
And we'd like to say thank you to all of you who have tuned in today and checked out our show. Thank you again, because without you, we're nothing. Do us a favor, if you would. If you like this show, after you get therapy, go over.
Don't send us the bill.
We are the therapy, goddammit.
We are.
I couldn't help it. Go over to wherever you subscribe to this podcast and give us a rating and review, especially Apple Podcasts. We don't know why, but it makes a difference. So go over there, give us 5 stars, and say something. It doesn't really matter what it is. Come over and check us out on honestbrutality.com. That's all things Honest Brutality all of the time. And you can find out what's going on with us. And you can also interact with us on all of our socials, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We'd love it if you did. You can also give us a call.
If you would, please. 530-962-0411. Again, that's 530-962-0411. Give us a call. If you have any suggestions for the show, we'd love to hear them. In the meantime, give us a call and say, stay metal. We'll get you on the air.
We love that. You can check us out on Rock Rage Radio, currently with 2 shows, one on Saturdays at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, 2 hours of fun, mayhem, music, and madness. And you can check us out on Tuesday nights.
Yes, so Center Stage with Honest Brutality, where we talk to bands. We play their rad music for you.
And it's rad.
And at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time, right here on Rock Rage Radio.
In the meantime, be good people, take care of one another, and most importantly, stay metal!
Stay metal.
Hey, this is Artimus from the Chimpz, and you're listening to our new song, Everything's Gone, on Honest Brutality.
I want to feel like I got to know the person they're talking to. You know, I don't really care what they eat. You know,
yeah, we approach it like
burritos.
if we said
Oh my god.
Everybody loves burritos.